Hello guys, welcome back to Jeff's channel. Today we will be specifically talking about the connectivity of the stones. What do I mean by connectivity of the stones? Well, have you ever played against a strong Go player? Well, all the strong Go players have all their Go stones connected, and somehow your stones are disconnected, and those disconnected stones die at the end of the game. So if you want to be a stronger Go player, then connectivity of your stones being connected to each other, especially your weak stones being connected to your strong stones, is very important in the game of Go. So today we're going to talk about what moves allow your enemies to disconnect your stones and what moves guarantees connectivity. So the first move I want to talk about is the diagonal move. The diagonal move simply works like this: a diagonal, a diagonal, a diagonal, a diagonal. A diagonal move guarantees connectivity. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say white tries to interfere with these two black stones being connected, and white plays this side. Well, because if white plays here again, it does disconnect two black stones. Therefore, white plays there, black will simply connect. And now these two stones are connected. And by that, this group have more liberties, therefore it's stronger. So white really have no reason to play here. If white plays here, the same thing occurs. Black just have to play the other side, and two black stones are connected. One of the reasons why people say empty triangle is bad is because these two stones are already connected. However, the player invested one more stone to actually connect. So it is said that the empty triangle is bad because it has fewer liberties, but also you invested one stone in unnecessary place. So when do you use this diagonal move? Well, you use diagonal move when you're trying to escape from enemy's attack. Why are you trying to use a diagonal move when the enemy is attacking you? Well, let's say an enemy is attacking, enemy is trying to surround. Let's say an enemy is trying to surround us. There's really strong enemies, and you want to escape. Well, you can always use the diagonal move to ensure that your stone is connected and that you're actually escaping. The other way you can use the diagonal move is when you're trying to live in a strong white influence. Let's say white's influence is very strong here. White, very strong. You can use a few diagonal moves to make a positive living shape. Now, all these diagonal moves creates life. And if you are really good at using diagonal moves, then you can easily live inside enemies' territory and make them frustrated. The other move that guarantees connectivity is a one-space jump. A one-space jump is usually played in the middle of the game because it's said that a one-space jump in the center of the board is never a bad move. So a one-space jump is always a good move in the center of the board because it guarantees connectivity. Let's say, but also it's also used mainly when your group is being attacked and you want to escape quickly. However, white can play here. The normal move where white does is white plays here. This is called the peep. White peeps. And you want to connect because if you don't, then white can simply disconnect you. You will block and white will cut. And so the stone is disconnected. Therefore, when white peeps, you want to connect. This is called the peep, and this is what the players normally play. However, there is a move where white plays this. Well, from here, black just Ataris, and black connects the top. If white cuts, then you can just give one stone while saving the entire stone. So white normally doesn't play this because it only gives white very small in return of black living. So black can Atari, and black gets a lot of free Ataris, Atari. And now the weak black group now suddenly became a great influence. Therefore, white putting it between one space jump like this is not a very common move. White normally peeps. Therefore, when, let's say, black is trying to escape a strong white influence, there's no black stones here, like this, in this black's turn, black will normally play one space jump and try to escape the situation as fast as possible. So as we said, a diagonal move and a one space jump can never be disconnected. Well, what about a two space jump? Can you use a two space jump when you're trying to escape enemy's attack? Well, of course you can. One of the situations is where white has a 4-4 point and black approached, white responded, and black Tanukis and play somewhere else. Well, in this case, white can kick, and black will stand up, and white will pressure these two stones. In this case, the AI and a lot of pros play a two space jump. One of the reasoning is because the nearby stones, white's influence is not very strong, therefore black can quickly get out of the situation. However, if the nearby situation is not that situation where white is actually very strong, it is not recommended that black play a two space jump because a two space jump can be disconnected. Well, how can a two space jump be disconnected? Well, a two space jump can be disconnected by white just playing here. Black Hanes, white Hanes, black Ataris, white saves one stone, and black can Atari or straighten the black. So this is the proper way of disconnected two space jump. However, one of the mistake that a lot of players make, and this only works in very few situations, and most of them are incorrect, is that white plays here, black Hanes, and white will actually hit the head of its own two head. And that's never good, because now, as you can see, this black stone have 3 liberties, these 2 stones have 4 liberties, this one black stone have 3 liberties, and this 2 white stone have 2 liberties. So now you have to take care of these 2 stones, while black gets to have the time to fix his defects. So this is not the right way of cutting. You want to Hane one more time, black will Atari, white will connect, and this is the proper way of disconnecting two space jump. I mean, I'm sorry if the stones are not in the center of the point. The stones are pretty circular, and it's not flat, and it's hard for me to actually place it on the board correctly in the center. So I hope you guys understand that. So again, in the two space jump escape can only be used when the nearby opponent's influence is not as strong. Well, when do we use a knight's move? Well, a knight's move is mostly used when you're trying to attack an opponent's weak group, or you're trying to gain territory. Let's talk about gaining territory then. Well, there are situations where you enclose with a knight's move. You're gaining territory. A 3-4 point, you enclose with a knight's move. You're gaining territory. In some Josekis and let's say black plays somewhere else. For example, black encloses here, and white pressures. Then black gains territory by playing a knight's move. So as you can see, a knight's move is used when you're trying to ensure or gain territory. Or when it's trying to attack a weak group. Let's say there's a weak white group, strong black group. Black's next move could be a one space jump. However, if you want to put more pressure into this weak white group, you can use the knight's move. And let's say white jumps, then in this case, you won't probably jump, you'll try to pressure this group. So you'll probably play a knight's move. So knight's move is normally played when you're trying to attack. However, be cautious when you're attacking because this knight's move can also be cut very easily. So once this white group escapes or lives, then you must fix this defect. Well, let's talk about how this knight's move can be disconnected. Well, let's say white stone's here. White can simply force a disconnection, or white can cut by attaching on the other side. So as you can see, knight's move can be easily cut. So when you're attacking, be cautious. If you cannot kill the group, then don't go all in for it. Try to gain something else. Try to gain some extra territory while attacking, or try to gain a wall or influence while when you're attacking. So again, today we talked about the diagonal move, the one space jump, the two space jump, and a knight's move. And they all talk about the importance of connecting the stones. And if your stones are connected, then you are going to have a strong group where you don't have to worry as much about the stone's safety. But if you play in a fashion where you put stones that can be easily disconnected, then you won't be having a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later.